Doing this is very important too in reference to the history of things, in reference to the accusations of politicians. Who's richer, me or politicians? Who owns more land, me or politicians? Whose family's been in this country longer, me and my family? Or did these politicians claim they were in this country before my family? Better answer the question, politician man. Lots of things of importance in reference to that. This politician man tried to claim that he murdered my father because he claimed that my father had trespassed on his land. In factuality, his father trespassed on my father's land. The man must be apprehended if he's in government or wherever the fuck he's at. And any of his conspirators. And any smart ass shit they say, they can get prosecuted for every fucking word they say. I'm not going to tolerate your shit, man. Who owns the media companies in America? Who owns the most of them? Who owns the most TV stations and radio stations in America? Who owns the most newspapers in America? Who owns the LA Times and New York Times or the Washington Post? Who do you think? Need that answer put on the internet too. In reference to other things. Oh yeah, in reference to Dean's Milk, I don't know what's going on with the company over there. It's not a Nazi organization company. It's not owned by the Middle East. It's not owned by the government. So I don't know what's going on over there. Dean's Milk Company. If someone wants to send me a letter, that'd be all right, I guess. Send me a letter here. Check to see if I'm the owner of Dean's Milk. It's like one of America's largest milk farms or dairy farms in America. It's not for sale. If I'm the owner of it, nothing's for sale if I'm the owner of it. And in reference to anything else, nothing's for sale. Any of these politicians that fabricated against my parents, every fucking one of them must get prosecuted no matter what. Any person making up lies on me must get prosecuted. I'm not German, and I'm not Middle Eastern. And I'm not going to tolerate any political family that's been getting away with their crimes in this country by stealing from me, or if they were involved in the murder of my parents, or if they made up accusations about products because of their own genetic types. Do you understand that? There are people that have certain types of genetic types that try to frame or they try to make up shit on products in America, such as teeth products or oral foods or, food that people eat or beverages. Like they always made up shit about soft drinks. Or they always make up shit about dairy products or lactose intolerant shit. Or they try to make up all kinds of shit to frame companies. These Nazis and their political parties. All the food I eat is FDA approved. All the products I use is FDA approved. So in reference to these industry of death freaks or these liars in government and politics, they must be prosecuted. They have tried to steal the country with their tricks. They've been hitting me in the teeth. They just hit me in the teeth right there. Do you think you own anything of my anatomy, government? Do you? You think you have a right trespassing? Piercing through the walls with your satellite, hitting me in the face and teeth? What race are you? Doesn't matter what your political title is. This country has standard acknowledgments of what the population is supposed to be. The country does not change with the increase of a population of any race. There's percentages of ethnicities of this country. Do you understand that? And nobody understands how the Germans got into high-ranking positions of government, especially when there was World War II, which the Germans murdered American troops. Doesn't make sense, does it? So there has to be court cases about that. And you politicians tried to blame me. You accused me of things. You thought I started this? Any politician accusing me of starting this must get put on trial. And they can get executed for treason. Just remember that.